original man. Before the beginning, after the ending, my brother, I am the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe.
You think these people care about 3,000 deaths? I want to show you something. What page? Thank you. It's part of my research team. You can research all the truth you want, but if there's nobody to preach it, what difference does it make? I want you to pay attention to this. I said on November 25th, 2009, 9/11 was done by people in our own government and our own banking system to perpetuate the fear in the American people so that they might subordinate themselves so that the government may get them to do whatever they want us to do. And this was to create this endless war on terror. But the war on terror is a cover and a fraud for the real war, which is a war against Islam. In 2001, we experienced the horrific events of 9/11, but there are many who are saying that the official government version of events is not what really happened. As recently as this month, the Republican candidate in the Texas gubernatorial race, her name is Deborah Medina, publicly said on the Glenn Beck show, quote, "I think some very good questions have been raised. In that regard, there's some very good arguments. And I think the American people have not seen all the evidence there." But she quickly backed off of what she said. Now, listen to this. Why is it, these are questions about 9/11. Not that I compiled them, but they're compiled by people who are scientists, who studied this. Why is it that the FBI's most wanted poster of Osama bin Laden mentions other crimes, but not 9/11? Right before 9/11, unusually high levels of quote-unquote put options were placed on the stocks of American and United Airlines and corporate tenants of the World Trade Center. Put options are market bets that give the bettor a profit if the stock goes down. According to Bloomberg Business News, quote, "This would be one of the most extraordinary coincidences in the history of mankind if it was a coincidence." Many people got rich by the bets that they made that the stock in American and United Airlines would go down. How did they know? How was the FBI able to release a list and photos of the hijackers within hours? Why have at least 5 of the 19 alleged hijackers turned up alive and well living in Saudi Arabia. And if the perpetrators were from Arabia, why are we fighting in Afghanistan and in Iraq? Well, they say because Osama bin Laden was living in Afghanistan. The president of that country, Mullah Omar, when President Bush said that Osama bin Laden was guilty, and he dictated to Mullah Omar that they should turn over Osama bin Laden to the United States government and its authorities. And Mullah Omar said to President Bush, "Show me the proof that Osama bin Laden did this, and we will turn him over to you." President Bush, with his arrogant self, said, "We're not negotiating with you. Turn him over or else." Now, what is America doing in Afghanistan? Trying to buy off the warlords? Boy, this is a sick people, man. You bomb them and laugh. Now they're kicking your behind, and now you trying to buy the allegiance of these people? Don't you know with a $25 million price on Osama bin Laden's head, why haven't somebody delivered him? See, to some people, money is not the answer. Listen, how, these are questions, how could these alleged hijackers have known that multiple classified air defense drills were planned for the morning of 9/11, leaving only 2 fighter jets available to protect the entire northeastern United States? How did Osama know that? So then, who planned the drills on that morning that no fighter jets were there to intercept these planes? Think about it. Why was Attorney General Ashcroft warned to stop using commercial airlines prior to 9/11? Let's go to the Pentagon. How come the hole in the Pentagon was 18 feet across, but the wingspan of a 757 is 146 feet? Are you listening? How come that little single-engine Piper P-828 plane that crashed into the IRS office in Texas did more damage to that building than a 757 jetliner filled with fuel did to the Pentagon? How does a pilot that failed his lessons on a 1-engine propeller plane pull off maneuvers that only a highly trained airline pilot could do? A 270-degree turn at 500 miles an hour, descending 7,000 feet in 2.5 minutes into a direct hit. Just questions. Why were surveillance videos recording the impact of the Pentagon confiscated by the FBI immediately after the event? Let's go to Pennsylvania Flight 93. You remember the one that fell into Pennsylvania? There was a big fight on board, you know, and whatnot. You know, look. Why do you all say in church that the devil is a liar? He's the damnedest liar that ever lived. Look. Question. Why was there no visible airplane debris where Flight 93 supposedly crashed in Pennsylvania? Only a smoking hole in the ground, no bodies, no seats, no wings, no luggage. The official story of 9/11 claimed that 10 sinful cell phone calls came from Flight 93, but the technology for airplane to ground cell phone calls didn't exist until 2004.